what would truly happen if every single week, every Tuesday night, we would step into this space and come with a heart expectant of what God can do. I think it's special when us as young adults can come into a room, can leave aside whatever we're carrying, the weight of the world, our problems, our fears, our doubts, and leave it at the feet of Jesus and boldly pursue after Him.
There's a lot of young people that are really striving just to belong. You're not alone in that. That's been a big thing for me. When I kind of got introduced to the circle, I was kind of in a weird spot in my life where I was kind of losing hope. I was giving up. I didn't really want to trust people anymore. I just asked God for brotherhood. Literally like 5 days after is when I met Brady and I met all the people from the circle.
Around the year mark of losing my boyfriend, I ended up moving to Nashville. I showed up to the circle, and the circle has changed my grief. It's given me hope and new community and new friendships. It's given me a place where I can grieve and feel accepted and loved in my grief and just pointed back to the Lord.
I started going to the circle when it first began, and then November of this past year, I experienced some of the deepest depression of my life, and for whatever reason, my body was showing up week after week after week on Tuesday nights, and there were days that I didn't look like myself, and I didn't feel like myself, and people just loved on me, and they allowed me to be exactly where I was at. I have friends that I made through the circle who wrapped their arms around me and held me when I was panicking. Women who prayed over me and met up with me, who wanted to see me have breakthrough from the depression that was trying to steal my joy. I do believe that God is everything we need, but He also created people, and we need people. When you make a decision to truly follow the Lord with your heart, soul, mind, and body, it is so important to be in a community of people who are also doing the same exact thing.
There's a certain point where you have to stop lying to yourself and just be truthful with who you are, but also just know that, like, hey, you know what, God, I don't have all the answers, and just showing up with what you got. And people are in desperate need of love, truth, and acceptance. The discipleship is leading by example. I think it's like everything that you see and hear, it's seeing people and guys that are willing to go the extra mile to do that. I think that that's what had the most impact in my life, is seeing people that not only talk it, but live it. You're actually taking the time to pray, or even just to take another second to talk to somebody that really needs that moment.
You never know how much your presence matters and how much it can impact just one person. Even if you came and you didn't know a single soul, you could have a conversation with one person who goes away needing to have met you and to learn your story. We are the body of Christ. We need to keep being the body of Christ, and how that happens is showing up and worshiping together, getting to know one another, and growing together.
I always imagine the Lord just standing before us and all these young adults just seeking the Lord and being radical for Him, and we can keep going deeper and deeper in our faith, and I believe that community in the circle really helps with that.
I've seen God firsthand in my life still heal, still save, still deliver, and He's doing that, and He's going to continue to do it in our midst every single Tuesday night. And so I'm excited to see what happens as we just say, Lord, come and have your way every single Tuesday.